I'm sure it's a pretty tough one to sum up, but if you could try and do that for us, please, Brad.
There's too many things that we got wrong. You know, when you're talking about lots of things and all the simple things that we got wrong, I think it comes back to one thing: it's attitude. I think they out-enthused us. They had a better attitude to trying to get the simple things right and build a game. And you know, we probably wanted to get a quick win over and done with, I reckon.
Put it down to anything?
Look, no, we trained okay during the week, so sometimes you have those days. But 80 minutes can be a tough lesson for you sometimes. Unfortunately, you don't get that 80 minutes back and you have to live with it. So the only thing that matters really right now is how we respond to it, because there's not a lot we can do about it right now.
How frustrating were those errors at both ends of the pitch?
Yeah, well, we haven't seen them. And again, I think that is a reflection of your attitude and where you think you're at, and how cheaply you can get a win.
Is there a potential that the group could have fallen in love with themselves after a decent run?
Look, we might think we're going better than we are. So, like what I've tried to drill into the boys is every team's coming after you now, and like we haven't had an easy game. Everyone's come with their best effort, so that's what we have to get used to. And like if you want to get to the top, that's what the top teams do. They know that they're going to have to roll their sleeve up and come with their best effort, the best physicality each week, or they'll get beat.
Fair to say there was a spray at half time?
No, it wasn't a spray, because like, I don't know if that was going to make much difference. We just talked about that it was probably our worst 40 minutes. It was embarrassing. And we had 40 minutes to just chase a performance, not the scoreboard. And unfortunately, we continued to chase the scoreboard. So we got ourselves back to 8-4, but it just didn't feel likely. They just felt like they were working harder than us.
I was going to say, did you feel there was a legitimate chance at 8-4 to turn it round?
Oh, look, if we could have jagged a try here or there, sometimes the bounce of the ball and some things go against you, but when your attitude's good, those things go for you. When your attitude's not, they just seem to build up and find a way to keep working against you.
So is this a kick up the backside, a reality check, a reset?
Yeah, look, it's 80 minutes. We're disappointed, but we need to move on from it. And like I've said, the only thing that's really important now is we don't get that 80 minutes back, unfortunately, but we get a chance to respond.
You want players chomping at the bit to get involved. Would you be looking potentially to make changes for next time?
Oh, look, it's too early to talk about that. I think these guys have earned a little bit of credit, but like, they've got to understand that every weekend, every 80 minutes counts. It all matters.
And what was the situation with Morgan as well, that he didn't come out?
Yeah, something to do with his shin, so we need to send him for scans and X-ray just to check that.
Something that's resulted from the game?
Yeah, no, there was a tackle there that someone fell on his leg and he just got put in an awkward position, so we just got to check his shin. Yeah.
Thanks, Brian. Did Mikulicki get a knock?
No, I just at the back end of the game, I felt like we needed, we were chasing points. We were trying to win the game, so Mick's a good, tough, hard worker. We needed blokes there that could probably try and create. And even at the end of the game, my job is to try and, even if it's ugly, try and find a way where we scrap to a win, and then deal with it later. So it's just trying to have all the guys out there that got a bit of ball play in them.
Well, there were a couple of errors in the first half playing the ball, but they must be particularly frustrating.
Especially when we've worked really hard on it in the pre-season, and we've done a lot of penalties around it. And like I said, I think that comes back to your concentration, which is then a reflection of your attitude in it.
Any thoughts on the incident, the captain's challenge, and that sort of thing? You'd expect the referee probably to refer it to the video ref, and it costs you a challenge. He obviously referred the Rhinos try, which looked like...
Well, I think you would, most of the time, you'd go to the video ref. I think, there was one where we looked like we run dead and they stopped the game and went to the video ref, so I don't know why you wouldn't go to the video ref on a try-scoring opportunity.
I know it was obviously the same for both teams with the heat, but do you think that had any effect?
It's a choice. You can choose whether you want to make it an effect or not, and obviously we did.